So by now you should have a good understanding of how the tools from Roulette Calculators work and how they can identify a dealer's signature. If you've not seen the previous videos in this training series, I recommend that you click this link to start the training from the beginning. Now there are countless betting systems out there, and all of which have their merits and their downfalls. For example, a progressive betting system like the martingale system can get you to your target faster. However, if you're faced with a losing streak, this can be detrimental and wipe out your entire balance very quickly. On the other hand, a flat betting system, which means that you do not change your betting stake throughout the session, is in my opinion the safest option, but does require that you find a dealer with a good signature that will result in far more wins than losses. So in this video, we're going to be covering the most popular betting strategies and the situations that they would be best applied. So first of all, let's talk about flat betting. Now, as I mentioned before, flat betting is the safest option. And if you look at the graph to my left, you can see that this dealer is hitting the highlighted numbers way more than the unhighlighted numbers. In this example, if we were betting 1 unit per number, it would equate to 13 wins and 4 losses, giving us a total profit of 145 units. Using a negative progressive betting system like the martingale, where you would double your stake every time you hit a losing number, you would eliminate those losses and would have made a total profit of 213 units. However, you must be careful when using the martingale system, as doubling your bet can get out of hand very quickly. Even if you have an unlimited bank balance, roulette tables have a maximum betting limit which can stop you in your tracks. Now, I do believe there is a place for the martingale system when you find a dealer with a strong signature. If the dealer is primarily hitting zeros and ones, like in my graph to the left, you can get away with doing a single progression bet, meaning you would only ever double your stake once. However, this does require self-control. You can't afford to let emotions take over, or you risk chasing a loss and get sucked into a losing streak. A positive progressive betting system, like the reverse martingale system, is a different strategy altogether. With this system, you increase your bet when you win, and the idea behind this is to get a win streak to capitalize on an increasing betting stake. For example, if you bet 1 unit per number and you win, you would increase the next bet to 2 units per number, and if that wins, you would increase your bet to 4 units per number. Obviously, you must decide when to cash out, but the nice thing about this system is even if you lose during a streak, you only really lose your first bet when covering 18 numbers. So in this example, I was logging a dealer and she was all over the place. She was hitting the highlighted section quite a bit, but then suddenly just changed and hit a big block of 7 in a row in the unhighlighted section, as you can see there. So that basically means she missed the highlighted section 7 times in a row. So I decided to give this dealer a go. I should have been a bit more patient myself. However, it did pay off because I saw that she was hitting big blocks there, and I decided to do the positive progression. And as you can see there, I've put 1 unit per number, and the idea is to get a 3 win streak so I can basically double the bet each time 3 times in a row. So as you can see, we won the first one, and now I've increased the next bet on the unhighlighted section to 2 units per number, and that's £2 per number, as was playing in the UK table. So the idea is just to get 3 wins in a row and then leave the table. And if you find a dealer that's hitting big blocks of zeros, then you want to be betting on the highlighted section, or if the dealer is hitting big blocks of high numbers like depth of 4, and then the next one's a depth of 5, and the next one's a depth of 3, you can get away with using a progressive betting system, positive progressive betting system, where you increase. So as you can see, that landed on 0. That was fairly lucky, but that did give us a win, and that gave us a £72 win there. So now what we're doing is the third bet in the series, where we're going to increase that to 4 units per number. Now, I know it seems quite scary because now we're doing a £76 bet. However, we're really playing with the winnings that we've made from the previous 2 bets. So if we do lose this, we're only really losing the initial bet that we made, which was £19, plus the extra number, because we're covering more than 18 numbers, we're covering 19. So we'd lose £1 extra on the second bet and £2 extra on the third bet. So it's only going to be about a £21 loss. However, in this case, it landed on number 14, which gave us a win there. and that gives us a £144 win. So there is a place for the positive progression, like the reverse martingale system. And you really do need to find a dealer that is hitting these big blocks. So you can see that was a depth of 7, and currently now it's at a depth of 3. I did stop betting in this example, but I do like to watch the dealer for another spin or two after, just to see if they carry on hitting that unhighlighted section or if they change it back to the highlighted. And I believe in this scenario it landed on number 4, which was again in that unhighlighted section. So I could have got away with doing £8 per number, but you need to set a cutoff point. If not, you will eventually lose. It's inevitable. So I hope you enjoy this. And that's basically just an example of how we use the reverse martingale, which is a positive progression system. Nobody can tell you how to make your bets. However, the best practice, in my opinion, is to only play with those dealers who are showing great patterns where you would win overall simply by flat betting. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, please bet smart.